coming.
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
Well, first of all, it's not really a sequel. It's more a reimagining of Prey. In fact, it really is. It really has nothing to do with the original IP at all. It's really like we just started making this game. It's the game that we wanted to make, and it ended up being a really good fit for the name Prey. There's a lot of elements in common with the original Prey game in terms of like you're fighting off an alien invasion on a space station. You start underpowered. You know, they're hunting you, and you turn the tables on them, and you're hunting them. So we have a lot of similar themes, and so the name Prey was available to us, so we were able to use it. So you're right. There is a lot of competition in the shooter market, and but a lot of those games are competing on things that we're not even trying to compete on. So those games are they have like multiplayer, we're a single player only game. They have short campaigns. We have a long campaign. These games are focused on having a lot of different weapons. We have very few weapons, but lots of tools. In fact, I don't even like to describe our game as a shooter. I like to describe it as a first-person action RPG. So we have a suite of just weapons that you can use. Like we have a shotgun and a pistol, and we have a melee wrench. But ammo is scarce, so you probably aren't really going to be using the weapons that much. They're not your primary means of dealing with your challenges. And challenges come in many forms. You have enemies and you have obstacles, but then you have some utility items too. You have this weapon called a glue cannon, which is a weapon for disabling enemies, but you can also use it to disable hazards, and you can use it to build platforms and reach otherwise unreachable spaces. On the RPG front, we have several axes of RPG development for the player. We have 6 different trees of abilities. 3 of the trees are based on human aptitudes, and the other 3 are based on alien powers that you can steal from the alien threat. Then there's additionally some other smaller RPG axes, like weapons can be, like all of your weapons and tools can be upgraded. You can, and then we have chipsets, what we call chipsets, which are sort of like bone charms from Dishonored. They're like little mutators, like little ways of enhancing and changing, like passive buffs kind of. And we have the concept of your suit, which is like your armor. We have the concept of your scope, which is what you use to steal alien powers, and both of them can be upgraded with chipsets. So Dishonored is like a mission-based stealth game, right? It's all about being a supernatural assassin in a mission kind of based setting. Prey is more like a what we call open space station, story game. So there's a story propelling you through the game, so it's not so mission-based. Other than that, we have a lot of the same values as Dishonored. It's an immersive sim. So it has the same notion that we put obstacles in front of you, we give you a goal, and then we give you a bunch of tools. And it's up to the player to figure out how to use those tools to accomplish their goal. And it's also like Dishonored in that we have many mechanics and tools that the player can play with that they can combine in any number of interesting ways and creative ways. So we encourage player expression and creativity by playing with our tools in ways that even we haven't anticipated. I'm a little bit shaky on the details for that right now, but I know for sure that we are planning to support it. It's absolutely going to work on the PlayStation Pro. I can't get into any specifics about how far we're going to go into that. Like, I'm not sure if we're going to try to go for, better performance or a better frame rate or a slider that lets you adjust. Like, all of that stuff is still a question mark. Right now, we're just trying to get the game out on the platforms that, we committed to at the start of the project. And then the next thing we're going to worry about is PlayStation 4. But when we launch, it will be able to be played on the PlayStation 4 for sure.